Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Carter Nolan is behind the camera. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Our goal is 750 by the end of the month. We're at 725 right now, so we've actually done really good.
Thank you, guys.
So this is kind of like another rant or like a semi-rant I wanted to do. I did one on Connor Hellebuck a couple days ago, and that one did well, and most of the reception was positive. So I was like, let's go again. So, Logan Stanley. Logan Stanley is 23 years of age. He's a former first-round pick, 18th overall, selected by the Winnipeg Jets in the 2016 draft. He shoots left. He's 6'7", tall as a goddamn tree, and is frustrating. Now, let's just talk about this. If you watched my game reactions last year, which you should definitely check out, prime content, last year, you would actually notice that I was pretty high on Logan Stanley, and that's because I liked him last year. He did well. Logan Stanley last year was a guy who knew his own limitations and played within those restraints. And it was definitely an improvement from all the times we'd seen him try to make the team in the past. Like, my first real memory of Logan Stanley was when we picked up Neil Pionk in a trade, and then Neil Pionk was playing the preseason with Logan Stanley. Holy crap, did Neil Pionk have a busy day playing with Logan Stanley? Because, as we will get into later, Logan Stanley's decision-making is something that holds him back a lot when he's playing. His decision-making needs to be contained, otherwise he gets too adventurous, and it really goes the other way. So let's put into perspective now. His first career season with the Winnipeg Jets, he plays 37 games. He averages 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. May not seem like a lot. However, he only gets 26 penalty minutes, and he averaged a plus-minus of plus 13, which is one of the best ones on the Jets that season, and I believe the best among defensemen and possibly the best among rookie defensemen as well. It was very impressive, honestly. He obviously did not put up many points, but that's not really what Logan Stanley is. And while he would develop that slightly this season with putting up 8 points in 35 games, the difference is that it's kind of dropped off how his impact has been around the ice elsewhere. For example, he's only a +2, and that is generous, given the fact that he has played in, shall we say, interesting roles. So Logan Stanley has been used this year as a penalty killer, as a top 4 defender at times, and pretty much the reason why Ville Heinola and Dylan Samberg didn't come up sooner was because Logan Stanley held the third left defense spot. Now, the thing is with Logan Stanley is he has size. Yes, he's 6'7". That's not nothing. However, his size is rarely utilized in a proper, effective manner. Honestly, most notably, he almost got into a fight with Wayne Simmonds, which, sure, maybe he doesn't get destroyed in that, but he is facing an enforcer, and he is not a fighter. I've said it many times before, but he pretty much, his only thing in fights is he sticks his arms out like this and then can't reach his own opponents to punch them. It's not effective. And his hitting is not really existent. Honestly, I've been more impressed with Dylan Samberg. So let's go into the downfall of this season for him. He got off to kind of a shaky start. He put up the odd point. However, you would mostly get used to seeing him on the ice when a goal was scored against. They put him with Dylan DeMello at times, which I thought was an interesting pairing, honestly. Dylan DeMello is a very good shutdown defender. However, pairing him with Stanley could only really hold him off his defensive lapses for so long. The biggest problem with Logan Stanley is he has an attitude he has a very gung-ho attitude at times, and it isn't really welcome. Like, for example, last season we played him sheltered minutes. He only played like 15 minutes max a night, probably less, honestly. The problem this year is that we've decided that we're going to run our 3 defense pairs equally. And that has led to him having just some interesting decisions on the ice. And honestly, the thing with Logan Stanley is when he is trying to be offensive, there's only one real core way for him to be offensive effectively, and that is to already have zone time established and to be cycling the puck around to other players. That is the most effective zone offense that he can get off. The problem is that Logan Stanley has sometimes taken this hint and thought, you know what? Breakaway passes. Let's try breakaway passes. And the downfall here is that he's not very good when he gets too overconfident with those passes. He misses them a lot. He most recently had his pass picked off in the Arizona game, which led to the only goal being scored by the Arizona Coyotes in a game we won 3-1. Since then, we have not seen Logan Stanley. With other guys like Declan Chisholm, Dylan Sandberg, even Kovacevic having more time on the Winnipeg Jets, he's quite possibly just been banished to the phantom zone at this point, and we don't know why. Or, latter, we don't know when he'll come back. Now, I think that Logan Stanley can turn it around. It's been a very frustrating thought process with him because, honestly, he doesn't have the highest level of potential. Even when we drafted him, people kind of said, well, this isn't really an advanced analytical draft pick by the Winnipeg Jets. This was one of the few ones that they look at and say, it was size. We picked him mostly because of his size. And for his game to have a chance at really coming back and having somewhat of a prominent role with a Jets team that is successful, he needs to be able to utilize that size. He needs to learn how to fight, and he needs to learn how to play protective with the puck and just make simple plays. That's all we're asking him to do. He's still a very young defender. He's 23 years old. He's 2 years older than me. And I'm young, which all the old people or older people remind me of. Like, he has plenty of time to work his way into this Winnipeg Jets roster. He just needs to just calm down, honestly. Physical game, fighting capabilities, and just simple plays. That's all we need from him. Honestly, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little rant. I would love to hear your thoughts on Logan Stanley in the comments. Please let us know down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Connor, you'll Svechnikov for Connor, and score! Pierre